3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Stephanie! 60 average! 6 Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Check! Hurt! Hurt!
Now Willis to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
19 Lions. Drop 60, drop 60. Go.
Now Willis. Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete.
Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Wizards will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Throwing now is Lance. This goes out wide from Nixon.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The Cowboys at 5-7 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A gain there of 21 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ready?
That's complete left side to Gray. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now we got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Gallup goes in motion.
Here's Mixon.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Willis's throw here caught by Mims.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown! Malik Willis.
60 yards.
And the Wizards have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that...
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ready.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. That is caught by Lamb.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 37 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Lance.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Fury, yellow. Black ultra. Ready?
Now Lance again.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
6, mega. 7.
Lance looking to throw it.
That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Lance.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Let's go.
2nd and 10.
Green Jack. Ready.
Here's Lance. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Edo blue. Smash red. Ready?
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Fight, white.
And they'll go for it. Lance. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Mixon is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here we go.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Willis looking to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Now on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back, who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
On second down, here's Lance.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's great. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Lance now on 1st down. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Again, it's Lance. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Second and 6.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 79 Broncos.
To throw, here's Willis.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
18, 5 in. Pat the street, pat the street.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it, and they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. Ready, right?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Let's go, let's go.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's Willis.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Last play of the half, Willis. Oh, and that is incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Smash, red. Claws red. Ready, ready.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Under pressure, and down he goes. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Fight, fight. Ready.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Red, cycle.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Okay, ready?
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Lance looks to throw again.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Fury, yellow. Hut, hut.
Here's Lance to throw it. Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Ready.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Let's go now.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
Ready,
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Go ready.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Ready.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well.
Ready,
Great
ready.
working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Hey, blue. Set.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Joe Mixon.
With career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Back to throw, Willis. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Willis.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Carl Lawson able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A big 27 yards.
And the Wizards have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Come on.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Black. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And here's Willis now off the play fake.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go. Black Ultra. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On first down, Lance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Set, ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Drill green. Set, go.
And Lance now to throw.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. That is caught.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Lance again. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
On the set.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Cycle. Ready.
And Lance going to throw. Right side, and he finds Gray.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Here's Lance.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Smack, red. Pause, red. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Lance looking to throw it.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
22 needle. Blaster, 6. Ready.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Check, Panther.
Willis now off play action.
Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Ready? Let's go.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready?
On first down, Willis.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Malik Willis
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Wizards look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Red, yellow.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coach...
It got his man complete. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup. 31 yards.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Ready?
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
19 tight. 19 tight.
To throw, here's Willis. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Willis. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here's yellow. Hut.
Throwing now is Lance. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Seal, black. Set, hunt.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. He's got it complete to Perkins. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6, mega. Hey, red. Drill green. Ready.
From midfield, here's Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Here we go. Set. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Check. 19 Lions. Trap 60. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Buffalo 18.
Here's Willis. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.